Hi, everyone, and welcome to this astronumerology reading for the new moon in Aquarius. I'm Marion Hutton, Evolutionary Astrologer. This reading will resonate with you if you are actively on your spiritual path, doing the work to become your most authentic self. And you're in a state of awareness of cosmic forces, you're trusting your intuition, and you're doing that work on that emotional and psychological level to clear out patterns, to turn pain into power, all of those things that are part of the spiritual path. So let's get into the new moon reading now. You'll see here on the left-hand side of the chart, I've circled the moon and the sun together, coming together at 1 degree of Aquarius. And this is a really, really powerful new moon because it's the first new moon of the year. It's also the time when we are going into the lunar new year as well, so the Chinese new year of the water rabbit. Plus, we have the number 1 degree, which is the number of new beginnings, the number of new paths opening up, the number of fresh energy, of this reset type of energy going on here. And so it's really, really powerful. And of course, this new moon in Aquarius is an energy where we are perhaps feeling like we are having a reset, like we are able to step out and explore new horizons and step onto our path after a period of, in Capricorn, where we've perhaps had a look at, where we want to go on our path, and looking at letting go of some of that emotional baggage that has been holding us back. In the Aquarius energy, we're now shifting from that energy of, well, okay, I've let go of this baggage now. Well, what next? What's coming up now for me? And so it's a really beautiful, hopeful, optimistic, kind of wondrous energy, I will say, because Aquarius is very much associated with new horizons. Aquarius is that energy of being able to see what's coming up ahead and locking into that with our mind and our heart and allowing that energy to guide us towards that star. And this is why I've got the star card here in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You can see that star is guiding her, and she's got that thread of intuition, coming up there and connecting with that star. And that is the star that's guiding her on this new path under this new energy. And the star card, of course, is the Aquarius card in the tarot. So it's very much connected to this new moon. And I love these cards. This is the Lightseers Tarot. And I just love the depiction in these cards of this Aquarius energy, because it's being able to, see what's coming up ahead. It's quite a visionary energy, in the sense of it activates the mind of what's possible, what can be done, what is the potential, how can we progress. And this is the energy that this new moon is activating. And of course, whenever we have Aquarius in the picture, we also have Uranus energy coming in as well, because Uranus is a ruler of Aquarius. And in the tarot, the Uranus card, or the card for Uranus, is the Fool. And of course, the top right here is the Fool card. And what I really love about this deck is that she's on the cliff, and yes, she's about to step off into the waters of life. Those waters are represented here with sacred geometry, the sacred geometry of the universe, the divine, falling into the divine plan, the divine flow. But what I love about this card is that she's holding an amethyst crystal here. So again, we have this connection back to our intuition and the third eye energy of just knowing that when we are able to trust our own intuition to carry us forward, stepping off the cliff, so to speak, in metaphorical terms, is actually something that can be really liberating. And that's also a big part of this Aquarius energy, is what is going to liberate you, what is going to give you a greater feeling of liberation in your life when you take that step forward. Now, this is a natural kind of step, one that we've been able to kind of feel into and envision. And those two things together, the mind and the heart, is what Aquarius is all about. Because Aquarius, yes, it's an air sign and it's connected to the mind, but it's also connected to the flow of life. And we are in the flow of life when we connect our mind and our thoughts to that divine energy and the divine plan. And that's backed up by actions that are guided by our heart. And so joining those two things together really define this sense of liberation that we're able to find under this new moon in Aquarius. And of course, you know, where does this all come from? You know, this sense of love, this sense of, you know, being connected to this heart energy comes from Aquarius's opposite sign in Leo. And it's the Leo energy that is all about self-love. It's all about having that love of self. And in Aquarius, that self-love is then transformed into how that love can be flowed into humanity and into the collective. And that is the energy that we're in under this new moon. The love that I have, how can I now flow that into the world? How can I make something better? How can I progress humanity in some way? And of course, you know, the sun is in the mix here with the new moon as well. And the new moon is only a new moon because of its relationship and proximity to the sun. And of course, Leo is ruled by the sun. So the Leo energy is very much at the center of this as well. And it's only when we have that strong sense of love within ourselves that we can actually feel like we can do something to contribute back to humanity, to progress the collective in some way. And of course, with Uranus in the mix here at the bottom of the chart, Uranus in Taurus, you know, this energy is very much around our own sense of personal or physical security, you know, and that could be our health, you know, to do with our body. It could be to do with our money as well. So wherever we're looking to progress our sense of value and our sense of self-worth as a way of showing self-love is through this idea that, you know, Uranus is helping us to upgrade our finances, upgrade our health, you know, all of those things related to Taurus type things, the Taurus energy of personal resources. How can we upgrade that? How can we up level that? You know, how do we have more personal resources or an ability to be able to do more with what we have, is through our sense of self-value and our sense of self-love. And so these are very much themes of what's coming through in this Aquarius new moon. And it's giving us the hope, it's giving us the optimism, and it's giving us the drive, you know, the guidance, the flow to be able to go wherever we need to go with that energy, wherever we want to go, wherever we envision our life is going from here. But wherever Aquarius is in your chart is where this energy will be activating in your life. So I wish you all the very best with this new moon. It's a wonderful cycle to be in, a wonderful new energy. And of course, you know, it continues. It will peak at the full moon in Aquarius in July. So we'll have a check-in then as well to see how we're going along that path. And then we can make some further adjustments after that full moon to see, you know, what kind of needs to step away and what new energy we need to embrace to be able to go forward into this new energy of enhanced liberation, enhanced freedom, and enhanced authenticity and individuality in our lives. So if you like this reading and it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will be back soon with another reading. Until then, lots of love.